up, you guys? It's the Curious Owl here, and welcome to my September 2017 TBR video. So, as you guys know, I moved back on campus and everything, and if you watched my August wrap-up video, you'll know a little bit about basically what kind of went on as far as the books for last month. I am planning on doing 24-hour readathons for every month, at least during the school year. Now, this is because I have a very busy schedule when it comes to the school year. I work and I go to school and I do other videos, and so it leaves me a very minimal amount of time to read. And I found that this last year it's been especially difficult. Last semester was really hard. There was a lot of times where I kind of had to stop reading a book and do reviews just off of about 3/4 of the book because I couldn't find the time to finish it. So I figured the best way to go about that and to get through my massive TBR list that I have is to do a monthly 24-hour readathon where I spend 24 hours just reading. I'm doing my first 24-hour readathon challenge with my friend Becca over Bookworm Becca. You guys can go check out her channel down below. Basically, we have decided to do a challenge where we are going to see who can read the most pages and or the most books in a 24-hour time span. Now, I will say I do have to work 9 to 12 on Fridays, so that's going to account for maybe 3 hours of no reading. But depending on how busy it is at work, I'm going to take a book with me and hopefully can get some reading done at least so that I can continue to do it. And of course, I will be vlogging it all. We are both going to be vlogging our 24-hour readathon challenge basically, and we're going to see who wins. I will have my video up on Sunday the 24th, and I don't know when she's going to put hers up. It's going to kind of just depend on what she's got going on because she's currently working as well, but she's out of school. So what I've decided to do with the book reviews is I have decided that after the readathon, I'm going to, along with a mass recording of other videos that I will be doing on Saturdays now, I am going to record the separate reviews for each book that I have read in that 24-hour readathon. And I will try to space out the videos as much as I can, but I do want to try to get those videos out as quickly as possible as well. So it could be that there might be 2 book reviews in one day and then a couple the next day. It kind of just will just depend on what I feel is necessary. I may end up putting them all up the same day because I'm starting to get a schedule around where I'm going to be trying to keep videos in a certain schedule, so they may all go up on one day. We will just kind of have to, wait and see basically. So that's just kind of some news I wanted to let you guys know. Also, this is part of my TBR list actually. I have been asked to read a book with Off Tones Publishing. It is a small publishing company that I follow on Twitter and on Instagram. They have personally asked me to be a part of a read-along for their book Trapped in Silver by Emily Soden. I am so excited to read this book. I haven't started it yet, but I'm going to be starting it I think tonight actually, or tomorrow. I don't know much about this book. It's got some fantasy elements though from what I've heard, so I'm very excited because I'm a very big fan of YA fantasy, and I've heard that Emily Soden's work is really, really good. So I've been hearing a lot of good reviews of it, and I'm just really excited to get started on it. So I will be doing a book review for that before the 24-hour readathon though, because I want to make sure I get this book review out for Off Tones Publishing. So be prepared for that within the next coming week. So the first book that I'm going to be reading for the 24-hour readathon this month is going to be The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. Now, I actually was supposed to be reviewing this I think the day that I record this video, but I thought that since I'm doing the 24-hour readathon, why not just save it for that, because it's a fairly lengthy book. It's probably going to get me at least a good 500 pages to a goal, but it's supposed to be really cool. It's a contemporary YA novel about a young girl whose father's a politician who gets involved in a scandal, and it completely derails her from being able to go on a summer internship, and she has to stay at home and essentially try to figure out exactly what's going on. And along with that, she kind of has to walk an insane number of dogs, as the back of the book says. So I'm really excited to read this. I think it's going to be super cute, and it's going to actually have a lot of hard-hitting things too, which I'm very excited about. I love that contemporary YA now is starting to go onto very hard-hitting topics and very real and relatable things, and so I feel like that this one's going to really hit some very hard topics as well. The next book I will read for the 24-hour readathon is The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. Now, I have heard so many good things about this book and the movie. I don't think I'm going to do a movie to book comparison just because I don't really have the time to sit and watch full-length movies. I don't really have the drive to either. I would really just rather watch YouTube videos all day. but I heard a lot of good things about this mystery thriller adult novel because I don't know, I love mystery novels so much. I'm trying to expand my taste as far as authors though, because I tend to stick to James Patterson a lot, and I've heard that this one's really good, so maybe this will help me get into Paula Hawkins writing, and I hopefully will be able to get Gone Girl soon so that I can actually add that to my TBR, because I heard that that one was really good as well. So hopefully soon I can kind of delve myself more into the mysteries of the adult fiction side. The next book is going to be Dorothy Must Die by Daniel Page. Now I think this is the first book in the series of retellings that deal with I don't even exactly know. Like, I know the series that this is from, but I can't think of the name off the top of my head. But I heard it's really good. It's an awesome retelling from what I've heard. It's very kind of suspenseful and dark and twisted, and I love dark and twisted retellings of famous fantasy stories and fairy tales. I'm just so in love with them, so I'm very excited to see how this one goes. And I've heard some pretty good things as far as kind of the believability of some of the characters that are involved in this story. So I'm very excited to get my hands on this for the readathon. The next 3 books I will read, hopefully, for the 24-hour readathon. I'm hoping I can get to these, but I don't know. I may end up having to only get through 2 of them, but we'll kind of see. And that is the other 3 books in the Divergent series, Insurgent, Allegiant, and 4. Now, a long time ago, basically when I first started this channel, one of the first several books I read was Divergent, and I absolutely loved it. I loved the movie. I saw the movie actually before the book with a lot of friends, and I really enjoyed it. You know, despite the fact that it wasn't exactly 100% like the book, it still was very, very enjoyable. I haven't though seen Insurgent yet or Allegiant, and I've been hearing so many bad things about the books themselves and the movies. I'm terrified to read them, but I really want to try to get at least through Insurgent for the TBR, for the 24-hour readathon, and maybe get through part of Allegiant. But I'm just so terrified because even my mom, who's read all of them, has said that it was so disappointing and just heartbreaking, and I'm just like, I don't know if I want to read these now because I don't want to set myself up for disappointment, basically. And then everyone knows that 4, it just follows more of 4's actual story as far as how he gets to be where he is, and does a lot with his family and how they kind of shaped him into who he is now. So I'm very excited to at least be able to get through Insurgent. I hope I can get through Allegiant, but we'll see. 4 is probably pushing it, as well as the last book that I have on my list, but I am feeling very motivated to get through all of these books. And finally, the last book I have picked out for my 24-hour readathon is Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins from the Hunger Games series. Now, I also, a long time ago when I first started this channel, read the Hunger Games, the first book, and I really enjoyed it, although I definitely could see how the movie had to have been different in order for the story to work. There was a whole section, which I think I talk about in that review, where there had to play up the fact that it was actually a Hollywood version of the book, because there was such a big part of the story that was kind of just left very vague. I guess that's the best way I can describe it. So if you want to go check out my review for the first Hunger Games book, you guys can go check it out down below. I will try to leave all the links for all the reviews I've mentioned in the description below. But yeah, I'm really excited to read Catching Fire because I saw the movie and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was an interesting kind of continuation of the story. I haven't seen it in a while, so I may try to read the book and then watch the movie again. I don't know. Again, we'll kind of see if that happens or not. I probably won't though. But yeah, I'm really excited to read Catching Fire and kind of see how it compares to what I remember of the movie, at least. So this one though, I probably will not get to. I will probably save this for my October 24-hour readathon, but we'll kind of see. I'm feeling very ambitious and motivated to get through all these books, and I think I really can if I really schedule my time well. So we'll kind of see. But if I get to this, please, for the love of God, give me props for it, because that will be so amazing. Like, I think I've got like 7 books for this 24-hour readathon that I'm going to read, and they are all fairly lengthy. Even The Girl on the Train is really thick for how small the book actually is. So we'll kind of have to see. But thank you guys so much for joining me in this September TBR video for the 24-hour Readathon challenge I will be doing with Becca over Bookworm Becca. Please make sure you guys go check out her channel if you're interested in it. She does a lot of awesome booktubing and bookish videos, and I just adore her. She's a really good friend of mine, and I definitely think that she deserves so many more supporters than she has because she's such a good booktuber. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video, please do give it a big thumbs up, and if you're not already and you'd like to be, hit that button down below and subscribe to become an owlet in our flock, and I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye guys!